Hello, I'm Karen Stangrove and welcome back to Conquer Crochet. This video is part 2 of where to find your crochet patterns. If you missed part 1, I'll put a link in the cards and in the descriptions, but it looks something like this. So I wanted to start off with some of the bigger bloggers, if you like, the ones that have been around a bit longer than some of the newer ones that I'm going to show you later. My favourite one by far is Attic24. I followed Lucy right from the very start of my crochet journey, and I just love the work that she does. I love the colours that she uses, and the fact that there's just sort of no fuss about her. It's not sort of Instagrammy, it's just, this is what it is. And it's just really lovely work that she does. I mean, look at the colours on this, it's beautiful. So on her blog then you can search by categories, you can search by particular blogs, you can search by patterns. So if you find a pattern you like and you think, right, okay, I want to crochet a bumblebee, you click on the bumblebee and there's the little bee, and she tells you all about what she's using, how to do the crochet stitches, and then she gives you the pattern, which I think is amazing. And I certainly made a lot of her patterns when I was just starting out. Again, if you can buy a coffee for the designer, that would be great, because everything on her site is free. So certainly check out Lucy's Attic24 blog. She does some gorgeous work, as I say, with gorgeous colours. So the next one up is the Moogly Blog. So this is mooglyblog.com. It's crochet, knitting and world domination. I love that. So you can log in and you go straight to whatever the latest blog is. So she's making these lovely little bunny ear soap savers. And you can read more, where she gives you more pictures, talks about the pattern, and then gives you the pattern. So I could also search for, if I went to home, so I could search for crochet blanket and see what she has there. So texture world crochet blanket, free pattern and tutorial. So you get a little bit of the background to the blanket, and that is absolutely gorgeous. I love that. I can see lots of makes coming up in my future. So she has, let's have a look, patterns and tutorials, crochet abbreviations if you need them, free patterns. She does do paid for patterns as well. She has tutorials, videos and photo tutorials as well. And there's her blog posts. So she also has these little buttons, so if you've been making something on Moogly, you can have the maker badge to go on your website or social media. If you've been talked about or shared a pattern or something, you can put it on there. If you want to put it onto your own website, you could do that there. So it's a nice way, if you have made something by the Moogly blog, then you'll be able to acknowledge them in a nice way, I think. So if you go to the Moogly makers, then if there's a particular maker that you want to follow, then you can get to their social media by following all the links that are on here. So another blog that has been going for a very long time, certainly since I started crocheting, is repeatcrafterme.com. So this is crafting, all sorts of different crafting in there. There's crocheting and also crock potting, which I think is great. And she has some lovely recipes, so worth checking that bit out as well. So, oh, look at that Lovey. Isn't that cute? So a lovely little cow Lovey is her latest blog post. But she has some lovely ideas. I really like these bunny ears, where you can put the little chocolate eggs in. Obviously she made a shamrock. It wasn't that long ago we had St. Patrick's Day. Loving the bee. So you can click on whichever ones you like and you can go through and see the patterns. She has videos as well on YouTube. So feel free to go and have a look at some of her work after you've watched this video, obviously. So yeah, the patterns are all there for you. Obviously you get adverts because that's how they make their money, but I think we can put up with a few adverts given that we're getting crochet patterns for free, and they are amazing patterns. So if you click on crocheting at the top, then you can see a shortcut of some of her patterns that she has here. They go in the order that the blogs were released. So depending when you log in is what you'll see. But she really does have some lovely patterns there. Look at that Rudolph, isn't it sweet? So that is Sarah from Repeat Crafter Me. So the next one I want to show you is called Pattern Paradise, Crochet by Maria. Feed your yarn addiction. That really grabbed me. So she has paid for patterns as well as free patterns. So you can shop the pattern shop and you can go into the free patterns, and she sectioned those off nicely there. And she also does cows, which are crochet alongs, which might be something you want to do. So she's got Christmas ones and celebrating mum or mom. And then there's an autumn jewel, spring, seaside. So there's lots of different ones you can join in with there. So let's just have a quick look at her free patterns. So some really nice cowls, hats, different Copenhagen squares, so different, that's what I'm looking for, granny squares in there. She has some lovely little outfits. There's a little onesie there, little elf onesie, little mug rug. It's a beautiful design on there. I really like that. So it's mosaic crochet. If you've never tried it, might be worth trying that one there. So lots of lovely things to have a look at on this site here as well. I do like the heart box. That's a nice idea rather than just giving a box of chocolates. I like that. Nice pair of wrist warmers. Let's have a little look at the pattern. So this again is an American site, so just be aware that if you're in the UK and you follow UK terminology, that you might need to just double check that you are following the right things. Lots of adverts. Right, where do you go? Scroll down for the free pattern. Okay, so here we are. So that's the materials she's used. And then we get to the abbreviations, a little bit of information, some notes. I do like this little strap around here. That's nice with the button. And then we get to the pattern. So as long as you can look past all the adverts, which I find quite easy to look past, you know, if I'm not paying for something, then I've kind of got to pay for it by being advertised to. So they are lovely. I really do like them in the pink. Guess what I'm going to be making very soon? I'm loving that one. So this is Patterns Paradise, Crochet by Maria. Let's have a look at her other resources. So she has stitch tutorials, other tutorials, some printables. Let's see what she's got going on in printables. So you can get cup cozies if you make cup cozies, and there's some printable labels as well there. So that's quite nice, and I'm assuming that they're free. Don't miss the free pattern notification. So she's advertising her email list. Let's just see. Click below for the free printable download, so I can click on there, and then I've got my free printable download. So if you were making something that you were crocheting for Christmas, because she's got little Christmas things on there, that's a really nice idea there. So that is Patterns Paradise, Crochet by Maria. So this one is Petals to Pico, so it's knit, crochet, knit and create. So you can go along the top and find which things you want. So let's go to crochet. Thank you. No, I nearly opened that then. So find your next crochet pattern. Choose from hundreds of free patterns for my very favourite designers. So let's have a look. Crochet accessories. Let's have a look at the cowls. So some beautiful cowls there. Oh, I like the reversible one, that's nice. So let's click on there. And do we have the pattern? Yeah, we do. You can add this to your Ravelry library, so that's useful if you have got a Ravelry account, so you won't lose it. And then you have your free pattern there. So that's really great. I like that one. Let's see what else is on here. So let's have a look at the tutorials. So it looks like they might have a YouTube channel and different things, how to make tassels, how to fix your ball winder, that would be useful, and how to learn to crochet and all those things in there. So they've got a list of all their tutorials on there as well. Other resources they have: crochet knitting abbreviations, so that might be useful. Crochet stitch chart symbols, so there's lots of things out there to help you. Clever Crafter's Guide to Wool, let's have a little look at that one. Yeah, I like those sheep. So they're giving you, well, that's really nice. Just have a little look at where your yarn might come from and which animals have donated their yarn for us. How much yarn you need and how many sheep it requires to get that much yarn. That's really cool. And then looking at different weights. These are in the American weights, so you get lace super fine, whereas we would have double knit and 4-ply, 2-ply Aran in the UK. I do have a conversion chart on weights in the Conquer Crochet Project Folder if you are interested. So some really nice information there. I'm loving that. So that is Petals to Picos. I really like that name. It's great. So petalstopicos.com. So don't forget to go and check those ones out. So the next blog I'd like to talk about is Scylla from ScyllaCrochets.com. Lovely website with a blog on here. She has lots of free crochet patterns, crochet tutorials. She's recently just launched a YouTube channel as well, and she has crochet inspiration. So with the patterns, if you go up to pattern on the toolbar, so there's her latest pattern, so Kira the koala. So you can click on Crochet Kira. If you want to get the free PDF, you can sign up to her mailing list and you will get the advert free PDF version, and you will also continue to receive a free pattern every month. But if you want to just have the free pattern without having the email list, then she has the pattern there as well, which I think is a really good deal. You know, if you are somebody who likes doing aragurumi, then this is the perfect channel for you. She has some really lovely ideas, and it's just a nice, happy place to be. So if you go to the blog, she has crochet quizzes, she has interviews, crochet patterns, her different learning resources, project inspiration, and different crochet tips. So let's have a little look at the tips. So how to recycle your scrap yarn, crochet diaries, finding the light at the end of the tunnel, 7 places to find your crochet patterns online. So you might want to go over there afterwards and see if she's got something different in there to what I have on this video. She has project inspiration. So she gives you some ideas. So 10 free crochet patterns for scrubbies. So I think she might have gone and found some different ones from around the internet. She did some golf club covers for a friend of hers, which is quite nice. I love the little Felix the fox there. She has learning resources, so things that will help you how to crochet, learn how to crochet. Obviously her crochet patterns we've looked at. There are the quizzes. I think she's now doing them monthly, but she was doing them every couple of weeks. So that is a bit of a fun way to spend some time seeing how much you actually know about crochet. And she interviews people in the community. So there's my interview. And so if you want to find out a bit more about my crochet journey, you can read the interview in there. But each month she's been interviewing a different crochet. It might be a crochet designer, it could be somebody who's a fibre artist, it could be someone who's a designer, it could just be a maker, but somebody who's out there in the crochet community and you can find out a little bit more about what they do. So that is ScyllaCrochets.com. So one of my favourite crochet designers is Kate Eastwood from Just Pootling. If you haven't been over to her Instagram, it is at Just Pootling. She has the most gorgeous Instagram feed, so definitely one worth checking out. She's had this blog for a very long time. I love just sort of popping in here and sort of, it was a bit of crochet porn really. I just like going, oh, I want this one, I want to make that one. She has 2 books. I have both of these books and they are both very good. I can vouch for those ones if you are interested in those. I will be doing reviews on those books at some time in the very near future. So she has some free patterns, some paid for patterns, some patterns that are stored on other websites, which I'll show you now. So this is her Christmas teapot, tea cozy, and you get the free pattern there. You can also, the one that's been on my wish list for forever is the Robin and Mistletoe Christmas blanket. So she has this one for sale on Ravelry, so it's a £3.50 downloadable pattern. So it's a gorgeous robin and the mistletoe. The colours she uses are just lovely. So that one is going to be on, well, it is on my wish list. It's going to be something I will do. Whether I do it for this Christmas, I don't know yet. So that one's there, and she does have some lovely, I mean, these lovely cushions for Christmas are really gorgeous. You can go to, say, the Giant Pumpkin, and this is on Lovecraft, so she has some free patterns, as I said, in other places. So this one is on Lovecraft. So the pattern's there with all the photographs, and there are no adverts on here, so, you know, win-win. Other ones she has you can buy through her Etsy shop, but they're just gorgeous. I mean, how cute is this little pumpkin mouse? You can see where she's got that one. That one's on Lovecrafts as well, but that's one that you can buy. Okay, so that's a £4 pattern, but look at that face. It's so cute. So lots of different ways that you can access her patterns. Here's a Chelsea Flower Show cushion. I mean, that is just lovely. So talented. Sorry, I'm just pausing here because it's just so lovely just to have a look at and to see the gorgeous work. So neat. So that is Kate Eastwood's Just Pootling. So it's justpootling.blogspot.com. Highly recommend you go and check that one out too. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. There are some fantastic designers out there, and I'm sure you know hundreds that I haven't found yet. So if you've got a favourite designer who I haven't mentioned in the videos, please feel free to leave a link in the comments to their Instagram or their webpage so that we can all go and have a look and check out what designs we could be making in the future. I'll pop 2 more videos on screen to help you on your crochet journey. Thank you so much for joining me on this one, and happy hooking!